solid day scouting right there. 19 degrees. 19 degrees on this beautiful, beautiful morning here in January. First day off from work. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Gonna go hit up a couple small little pockets where I believe to be decent bedding for bucks. I'm expecting maybe some antlers on the ground. A lot of the big boys seem to have dropped already. Some of the young bucks with the smaller antlers are still holding on, and what is the reason for that, I really don't know. But we're gonna go walk. We're gonna do a little scouting. Scouting is our priority. If we find some antlers, even better. We've had a pretty lucky season so far. We found 4, 3 old ones and 1 freshie. So we're gonna go to this spot that I know is decent bedding, so we'll see what happens. But again, I'm just using it for the ability to scout, learn more about this property, as I believe we could have a target buck here for 2024. So see you guys once we get there. It's cold. All right, so we just walked down a little drainage, and as you can see, it's all oaks in here. It's all oaks. It's basically a little oak. I would say it's an oak draw that drops down to an oak flat. And then over there, I found a massive shed over there. And I'm going to show you a quick little clip of what that shed looks like. But I found a massive shed over there last year, right at the bottom of that ridge. It's just a big, thick ridge. It's very thick. We actually jumped deer in here last year. It's just a really good spot, guys. All right, guys, we're walking down right at the bottom of this ridge, really. And look at this bed. That is last night's bed, because we just got this little dusting of snow last night. And look, you can see the hair. Hair is in the bed right there. That's what you like to find right there. It may be tough for you guys to notice, but you can see how thick it is in here. Got a lot of high stem count. We are now on that big ridge. We came from way over there. That was the oak flat. Saw a lot of turned up leaves. But right here, there's a run coming right over the creek that we had just walked over. And it's coming right through here. And you can see the run continuing right over this log, that log, and going right up. I'm assuming, yep, the licking branch right here. We got a licking branch spot right here. You can see, check this out. We got some branches ripped off. A little bit of old rubbing here, and they're just funneling right through here. Whew. Talking about using thermals and cover to your benefit. We just came from down there, right? That's the bottom of the ridge. We're up here. Look at how thick it is right here. It is super thick up here. There are runs coming in and out of this thicket. Let me give you a better look. You can just see how thick it is. But these deer, there's runs going through these thickets. There's a run going right through here. And just for a perspective, we had a run right here coming up from down there. And we're pretty much at the very top right here of this ridge. There's a nice bed right here up against this big oak. You can see, it's kind of hard to see, but there are some hairs in this bed. And looks like a pretty big bed too. But what I like to do in the off season is I'll sit in the bed and I'll look. I mean, they can see all the way over the crest of that ridge. And, you know, with a crosswind or a crosswind from this way, I mean, they are protected. They know they're safe this way. They just do. They just know they're safe behind us because there is just zero intrusion from behind us. I know that for a fact. So this is optimal. And you can see right here, there's the bed. I mean, not the bed, I'm sorry. There's the run. There's the run right there coming to the bed. So they can exit, they can entry that way. There's more runs this way. There's runs this way. There's some old rubs up in this area. They got plenty of spots where they can just bounce. at this big run right here coming up and down this ridge. We got the east part of this property all the way over there, bedding up high, bedding to the far east. Big run. Look at how thick it is over here in the west. And yes, I'm sure you can hear the highway. I'm sure you can hear cars. If you want to try to figure out where I am, go for it. But look at all the cover in here. This is definitely primo bedding right here. And frankly, I gotta say, I like the fact that this is bedding right here next to this highway because it's super loud, and it actually may help cover our ground noise getting in here and getting set up for a nice little ambush just outside of bedding on the bedding transition and staging transition. And that's what I love. And here we go. We have a nice rock wall running north and south up and down this ridge. Man, those deer are going to gravitate towards that, and that's probably why we had this massive run right here going north and south alongside this rock wall. So I'm actually more excited about this west side, and I haven't even really looked over here yet, but what I'm seeing right now has got me jacked up. That's exactly what I like, getting close to bedding, within 80 yards of bedding, and I think we can actually make it happen here, because on the perfect wind, we get a crosswind here blowing across that ridge. We can actually come in from the east, get up in one of these trees, and I think it'd be a perfect evening sit trying to clip one of these big bucks coming out of this thick bedding, and I'll show you how thick it is. You can see, look at how thick that buffer is, but once you get in here, it kind of opens up. Look, we got runs here for deer, coming through, tunnels, the whole 9 yards. This is a good spot. And no doubt in my mind, this is 100% bedding in here. No question, with this high stem count, how thick it is in here, but the ability to see runs in here where these deer move through, I mean, it's just unbelievable. And even if this is doe bedding, let's say we're completely wrong and this isn't buck bedding, there's no bucks in here. Let's say this is doe bedding. That big run just outside of bedding, with a west wind blowing to the east, oh boy, we are in for a treat, because we will enter from the east, we'll get up in the tree, and all those big bucks are probably hitting that run, scent check in this bedding area for hot does. Regardless, there's probably about 30 pins going into this spot right here, right now. Let's go. All right, we're on that run just outside of that bedding where we just were, right? Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me bucks aren't going to be hitting this run during the rut, trying to scent check. Boom. Look at this. Big rub on the run. That means there's bucks here, baby. Just when I shut off my phone and stop recording as we're moving on down to the second quadrant to scout, I find another huge piece of intel. We're on that same run where I just showed you that rub, and the same run that is running north and south with that rock wall, and the same exact run that is just outside of this thick bedding that we just found. And take a look at this. Here's that run. Here's that run. Look at this monster scrape. Look at that. And you're going to say, oh no, that's just water, Tyler. That's just water. No, it is not just water, because we got licking branches galore. We got licking branch here. We got a licking branch here. We got nibbles here. We got nibbles there. We got nibbles everywhere. We got a big scrape. Oh, oh. Well, there's a blooper like you never seen one before. God, how the heck did I get through here last time? Oh. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the day for me. I wanted to get out here for a couple hours, get some exercise, get some intel going into 2024. And it's my first day off from work from the PD. I want to get home, spend some time with my son, my daughter, my wife, and my dog. So that's what we're going to do for the rest of the day. But today was a tremendous day scouting. We found bedding. We found heavy runs. We found community scrapes. We found rubs. we really dissected this west side of this property. I have not had a deer in here that I wanted to target, so I have not stepped foot in here to hunt, period, the past 2 years. We're gonna be diving into this west side a lot more in the spring and the summertime, trying to get an inventory. And I know for a fact, personally, that there's a giant buck in here. So we're gonna be putting our eyes on this spot big time. We got a lot of intel, but that's gonna wrap it up for the day. Please like, please subscribe. If you guys like this stuff, I appreciate it. If it's helping one person, that's all that matters to me. This is really just an archive for myself. It's something that I can watch on. It's something that I can hold myself accountable to, and it helps me get better by talking things out, what I see out here in the woods. So stay safe, everyone. Thanks a bunch. Have fun.